So last time I took a look at a game about a big massive ape called King Kong, which was called Peter Jack. Let's not talk about the title of that game again. It's too long, we all know that now. So what's in store for you in this review? Well, I thought I'd take a look at another game about a famous monster, Godzilla, Destroy All Monsters Melee, which I have for the Nintendo GameCube. Surely this can't suck balls any harder than Spyro Enter the Dragonfly or Pete. Alright, we get it. The game is a fighting game, and it is in 3D, so you get to move your monsters around in any direction that you please instead of just left to right like you see in most of the fighting genre games like Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter and Super Smash Bros. The plot of this game is that aliens invade Earth, so all the familiar monsters from the Godzilla movies turn up and save the day. You can follow all of this story simply by playing the adventure mode. Like I said, there are multiple monsters in it, so you're not just Godzilla, and you've got all the familiar ones in there like Gigan, Megalon, Rodan, King Ghidorah and Destroyer, and for me this is the selling point of the game, and I must say for a game that was released 13 years ago, I think the graphics hold up quite well. I think that the graphics aren't that bad. I think they are certainly better than Spyro's graphics because those graphics were, well, quite terrible. And looking back on it, I always thought the graphics on that game were a bit dodgy, especially for a GameCube game. But I've seen worse graphics on Wii games, so on this occasion I'll let that game off. All the moves and attacks that you can perform with these monsters are all unique. One thing I like is that they have a laser type of attack, so you get to blow lots of shit up and destroy cities all across the world. And I like that you get to play as in all these different cities, so you get to play in Tokyo, Los Angeles and London, and you get to unlock all these cities as you play more and more. I quite like that you get to play the adventure mode in this game, and it sort of feels different each time you play it, depending on which monster you choose to play as. Each time you complete this mode, you unlock a new monster, and this is why I like the adventure mode, because of the replayability. Each time you play in adventure mode, you have 3 lives as well, so no surprises for guessing what happens when you lose your third and final life. There are power-ups in this too, which is fantastic. You find them randomly appearing at certain times on any map. There's the yellow one with the lightning bolt, which restores your monster's power. There is the green plus sign that restores health. There is the rage one, which releases the monster's special attack, kind of like the final smash for this game, as you see from the Super Smash Bros. Game. There is also the purple Mothra power-up, which allows Mothra to appear and aid you in defeating your opponents. Now, I love this power-up. This is the rarest power-up, but be careful that those bastards don't get those power-ups before you, otherwise you are well and truly Donald Ducked. I think that the other modes, such as multiplayer mode and the tournament mode, are also great additions to this game. The music isn't that bad either. Certainly much more memorable than the music used for Peter Jackson game, whatever it's called. So what do I think? I think Godzilla Destroy All Monsters Melee ticks all the right boxes for me. You have plenty of monsters to play as, there are different variations of Godzilla, there are plenty of maps to play on, which I quite like, and none of the characters seem crap. I feel that I can play as any character that I want at any time, because they are all unique. I couldn't tell you which one is my favourite. I think they are all good. I think they're all good playable characters, and this game has done the Godzilla movies a lot of justice in my opinion. Even more so than Peter Jackson's King Kong, the official game of the movie, because in that game I wanted to play as title character, and while I could play as Kong, in the end I felt that he was hardly in it, whereas in this you don't only get to play as Godzilla any time you want, You can play as many of the other monsters that appeared alongside him in the movies at any time you want. If you like fighting games, then I would seriously recommend that you check this out. I think that it is a fun game.
Don't forget to click the link below to subscribe to me, James Croft, aka the Obsesstuvian 95. Have a great day.